It's time to turn these into buttons, okay? Because at the moment they're just text. So double click on that, and we're going to call this home. So if you get into link here on page properties, if you can't see this, you might be on CSS. So change it back to HTML. Link, we're going to write here in lowercase, and I stress lowercase, home.html. Okay, because that's what this page will be called when we're finished with it. Home.html. No spaces, no capitals, and no typos. Again, you'll notice that because it's a hyperlink now, it's blue and has an underline under it. Double click on there, on about, and we're going to name this one about.html. Notice no spaces, no capitals, and hopefully no typos. Okay, now it doesn't matter that this text has a capital here because it's just text. Okay, what's important is that the link itself is all lowercase. Double click on images, link, images.html. Alright, so we got 3 links and we got our title. Alright, now it's time to save this web page. So we're going to go File, Save As. We're going to choose our desktop. We're going to create a folder and we're going to call it Website 1. No spaces, no capitals once again. That's where we're going to save everything to, inside there. And may as well make another folder. And we're going to call this one Pages, because is where all our web pages are going to go. Double click on that. And we're going to call this one Home. Don't have to write .html because it will save it down here as a .html file. So save. And you'll notice up the top left, it's called home.html. Alright, and that is exactly the same as this link here. Home.html. All lowercase, all lowercase. Okay, so those are going to link to each other. We need to enable a setting on Dreamweaver now so that it will make our future work a bit easier. So we're going to go Site, New Site, and we're going to call this one Website 1. And we're going to choose that folder we just made before on our desktop, Website 1, and we're going to select that. Okay, so it should be on your desktop, Website 1, no spaces once again, press Save, and you should have this little window on the bottom right hand side of your screen. This tells us all the different things we have on our web page, which at the moment is not much. It's just our home.html page. Okay, but it's going to get full in a moment. Alright, it's time to add some images to our pages. Okay, we've only got 1 page at the moment, but we're going to have 2 more. Okay, but firstly, let's get ourselves a home image, an about image, and an image. That's kind of weird, but anyway. So, get that off Google. Make sure you save the pictures to your desktop as I've done here. Okay, so don't right click on it and copy it from the web browser and paste it. Make sure you save it and name it something useful like home pic, about us pic, images pic. And once you've got them saved, cut them, Control X, and then go to the Website 1 folder that you made before. Make a new folder, and we're going to call this one Images. Okay, and inside there, paste, Control V, and that's where we're going to put our 3 pictures that we got so far. Once you've done that, then you can continue along with this tutorial. Okay, now if we want to have a look at those things in our settings here, click on Refresh. And you'll notice that the images that we just made have been dragged in here. Okay, and now to put an image onto our page, we just simply click it from here and drop it there. Now, alt text, what that is text that will pop up if your mouse moves over the image. Okay, and that's useful for people who can't see very well or they have problems loading the page or something like that. So I'm just going to call this home image. Okay, press OK. Right, and there's our home image, and if I want to put this in the middle, click on the area of the cell, then I go down here to horizontal centering. I could make it vertical as well in this case. Again, there we go, there's our home page. Done, finished for now. Yeah, so you'll notice it's got an asterisk here. That means the page hasn't been saved since last time. So File, Save. And now if I want to preview what this is going to look like, I press F12 on my keyboard. This will pop it up in a web browser. And here it is. That's my home page. But we have a small problem. We haven't made these 2 pages. And if I click on that, I get this horrible, horrible thing. Okay, so we're going to make these two other pages. So close this and open up your File Explorer again. Go back to website 1 and go to Pages, and we've got our home.html page. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little shortcut, okay, because we've already made settings on this home page. We're going to click on that, Control C, Control V, Control V. All right, so we've pasted it twice, and we're going to rename it to About, all lowercase, no spaces. Okay, you can see where this is going. This one is going to get named Images. Okay, so now we've got 3 identical pages, but they have different names, and these names correspond with these links. Okay, lowercase.html. So now all we're going to do is click on About and Control click to get images. Now click and drag them up to this grey bar here, and then release. Again, they'll open up, and now we've got 3 pages, but they're exactly the same. So we're just going to make some changes, very minor changes. Go to About, and change this to About, and we're going to change the title up here to About, and we're going to go to Images, do the same thing, Images, Images, and obviously we've got to change this picture. Okay, so delete that home one and drag in About. I'm going to call this About Image. There we go, and Images, don't need the home page. Drag in the Images pick. Images pick, and then we have 3 different pages, and you'll notice there are asterisks again, and we could individually save them, but we can go File, Save All, good old Dreamweaver, and go back to your home page, press F12, and you should have a functioning website. Okay, so all your buttons should work from everywhere to everywhere, so you should be able to get to your home page from your images page, and you should be able to get to your about page from your home page, that kind of thing. Okay, so just play around with your links, make sure they all work from everywhere, and once that's done, you have completed tutorial number 1. Well done.